We'll see you shortly. If I'm not back in like hour 15, hour and a half, I've been abducted. Mwah. I love you.
Love you, baby.
I'll be back. Oh, sorry guys.
Yes, right over here. You're not getting... So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he? Wait, is that an Auntie's Choice enhanced soldier with you? Oh, I see what this is. Stay back. We have no desire to escalate things further. Don't do something you'll regret.
We want answers, not a fight. And if indeed there's any retribution to be had, it won't be by my hand. Tell him, Commander.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller. Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below. I'll send word you're en route, but fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive. I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away. The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's Choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location. Though functionally correct, I assure you. The transport pods are fired into space, where they are collected for redistribution. To date, no one has ever misused them for this purpose, despite the explosive nature of the material. Fortunately, we have potentially identified the culprit, and we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations. Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions. I admit I'm to a reasonable degree pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and thunders. Or an attack. What I'd like to know is why our illustrious leader provided zero warning. The Proctor's a low-functioning functionary at best. I mean, just look at this mess. Well, running a manufacturing must require What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate? Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge. Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it. A transport pod full of Zeranium was fired from here, at Outpost Opportunity. It subsequently exploded in spectacular fashion. Terminal input functions down below, in operations. The low-ranking scientist who launched the pod is inside. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me.
this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
I have no idea how this audio doodad works. You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Emergency detoxification initiated. What's her name took over?
Things have been a mite haywire.
Ah, yes, of course. Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown. If we'd been able to communicate beyond our walls, might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party. A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A spy or turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about. Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse. I am so pleased a reliable party is actively engaged. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Probably broken it.
Now, this is important. Would you describe the Baratnit's Calicity as slavering when it attacked? How much viscous fluid would you estimate was... Sorry to cut you off, but I'm encumbered with various concerns of the existential variety.
Of course, she's
2
hiding
exemplars,
something. You think
dead
those 2
as
exemplars
crackers.
just fell wrong?
No one's been
They're
inside
hardly prone to
Operation
involuntary self-injury.
Run-of-the-mill golden mean initiative.
Alva's been here for how many years? I never noticed her. Just blended in with the scenery somehow.
Investigator?
Show your work or shove off.
Doorways that are not quite accessible yet. I feel like this entire place is going to be a lot bigger than it looks like it from the get-go.
all your endeavors add to the equation.
Glad though.
Always account for standard deviation. May circumstances proceed with intended results.
Nice. Just got $1,200 from that. I love that.
Oh, hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire? Oh, no, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who was that you brought with you? A friend? Ah, an Auntie's Choice grafted soldier. You poor dear. And someone else. Glorious dawn, I take it. Sensational look, dear. All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding. Oh, believe you me, I'd like to know that more than anyone. I am thoroughly unaware how anyone would think me capable of all this. Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other. I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over. You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks. Dear me, I wish I did, but... Actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you and open the path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of. Certainly, of course. If you help me uncover who's responsible, appreciate your help, dear. Please, may the plan favor us against long odds.
Watch her actually be innocent.
Investigator.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
No.
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by it.
Our Earth Directorate friend. Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away.
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time. Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here. And I have deemed it wise to do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different. I appreciate even your hesitant support. Now, I believe you had an update for Initiate Alva.
You've examined the launch records, yes? What did you find? I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification. But listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them. Someone may be pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit. All right. There. I've unsealed both areas. With hope.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing.
And may the plan guide you.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
How close am I to leveling up? Pretty damn close. So I should be able to get back in. This evaluation dithering.
Most bureaucrats I've met are fairly worthless, but Svoboda seems to have perfected the art of being an ineffectual slackwit.
Over here! Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need?
Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is, of course, I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely. Strange question, but yes, all commands pass through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually. Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operation. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing or were in a rush, or both. I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside. Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to... Well, careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
Saved your life, bud. I gotta say, I love the writing in this game. It's just so silly and dumb, and I love it.
Doctor's been in there a while.
May all your theories prove true.
Always account for standard deviation.
You'd think if she were responsible for the attack, she'd have happily thrown it in my face.
Yes, suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt. The Zeranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire. What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of Zeranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort. Oh, well, I might have kept the item in question then. No matter. It should guarantee you remain motivated to see it through. We developed a pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours. Tremendous. Why, this day may average toward the positive yet. May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Really amazing. Alright, cool. That's it. This room. Discuss early motivational factors and aspirations as notably frustrating. Oh, damn it. Can't go up and over that way.
Yes, yes, I have had my fill of stochastic uncertainty today.
Pretty sure this is the way it actually goes, but who always use more grenades. Save first. Yeah. Open up these fucking vents. There we go. Yeah, that's annoying. I had to add sneak to my things. And now it's making it, so I have to raise it forever now.
You're back. Serranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display. With the leak abated, now I must admit I haven't given... Not, you mean just after the attack occurred? I am...
Alright. Got the key card so I can access the room that wasn't available to me earlier.
May circumstances proceed toward intended results.
May the plan guide you.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
You know how the Order is, always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. And yes, why would I reroute coordinate commands away from here? I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party, so I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Yes! Now this is definitely taking a turn more to my liking.
Wait a minute. You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
Her possible involvement notwithstanding, Constance Svoboda is an Order proctor, and I cannot abide her cold-blooded murder. Especially by someone we... You are far more capable than some back-manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
The rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
That you are who you are, and are standing right and have been here for years. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions for Proctor Svoboda. Yes, you did work for Orlo, didn't you? If the former bishop trusted you to intercede when necessary, I suppose I must...
A wise, calculate. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here. Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it?
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete. I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything. Before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Thus concludes a thoroughly distasteful business. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Well, you sure cut them. That was breathtaking and hilarious. What artistry, what subterfuge, what aim.
Oh, now it lets me out there. Here. All right.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look. This space used to be brimming with runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see. Another terminal. Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Always loot everything before you continue the story. Just in case.
Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme. Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here. This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
Nice.
Good, good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it? Supposing that means no joyrides and no scratching the paint? I can manage that. Excellent. Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
Hell yeah. Super spy, ready for duty. Alright, analyze the enemy in the combat, marking them. While active, your attacks against the target apply effects depending on what body part. Oh, that's nice. Oh man, that's awesome. More ammo is always necessary.
My fellow loyalists, it is time. Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
Seer Wiley isn't very good at this whole seer business, is he? Nice of him to just hand us the code like that. We should remember. We should remember to mock him for that as he bleeds out.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here. Well, regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here today.
Let's talk to the guy one last time just to make sure.
May fate and fortune converge.
Definitely makes sense now why the teleport point is outside. Use the secret entrance.
Go on. You take care now. You hear?
One never relishes saying we did predict a catastrophe could occur.
Grand Architect! Agent! Oh, thank good odds and high probabilities you're back. A rogue faction has taken over the monastery. My seer, Seer Wiley, is trapped up there with other hostages of the Order. To make matters worse, my access code's not working. Without it, I've no way of calling the lift. Peace talks? Yes, Ruth informed me, but how did you learn of them? No one outside a select circle are supposed to be aware they're happening. That's a serious accusation. Why would I do such a thing? Far from it. I celebrate Wiley's gifts. I recognize he's a far superior. No, I can't discuss this right now. The monastery. The truth is, I held Wiley back. I kept him from advancing for my own selfish gains by spreading lies and false concern over his competence behind it, but I needed him. I still need him. I'm not the savant he is, never have been. If he'd advanced beyond his current role, my deficiencies would have been made manifest to all. I'm sorry, but we really haven't the time to litigate this issue further. In case I didn't make it clear before, the monastery is currently in jeopardy. Representatives of Auntie's Choice in the Order are meeting to discuss an armistice and possible collaboration. It's an unprecedented opportunity to shorten this war. I know I mentioned it before, but compartmentalization is crucial to the success of most of the Order's operations. I wish I could offer more details than that. If this De Vries is responsible, then I agree with your objective. But don't forget the innocents caught in the middle. But I'm afraid I won't be accompanying you. I can't be sure my presence wouldn't alter the outcome of your efforts in prodigious and unforeseen ways. Once you reach the monastery, make your way to the observatory. If the conspirators are seeking the coordinates of the talks, no doubt their efforts will be concentrated there. Go forth as was determined, and may...
I've always wanted to fight a mathematician.
I see your message. Good luck with your meeting.
Are you sure that rope can support us?
I am 100% certain that its tensile strength is marginally greater than our combined weight. Probably.
Wait! Look! Watch out for Wiley.
We'd
He's
love
accounted
to
for
help,
everything.
but not as much as we
No,
prefer to
you're
leave.
coming.
Plan guide.
Sir Wiley said I was not. He must have predicted I wouldn't fight back. I don't understand. Where's the abbot? Why isn't he doing something?
Abbott, well, he's cowering. Like a little bitch. See where it shows my AC.
Those outside the Order and some simpletons within it claim that all things happen.
That's all bluster. We're an unpredicted variable in his equations, and he knows it.
Without a catalyst. Today, we are that catalyst, setting into motion the future most aligned with the plan. Hold that belief in your minds. Let it strengthen your resolve, and do not hesitate. Try and drive it in. Now is the time for execution. Those outside the Order and some simpletons within it claim that all things happen for a reason.
Fortificator at ready status. scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Terminating unproductive activity.
Those junction boxes look familiar. Generating scanners to show how they're wired. Combatant scan.
Conflicts are not the inevitability you are making them out to be, Anya, but rather the result.
Oh, and I suppose we're going to pretend the second pillar doesn't exist. I must have just imagined reading Alfred Long.
Anchorites, be warned. Any conversation with these two may prove pedantic. Oh dear. Perhaps I should have explained.
As your friend has correctly determined, we are anchorites. Here by choice. This is where we conduct our divine calling, debating scientific precept and theory. Actually, an outside opinion might be useful at this juncture. Our current topic is whether war is ever justified. For the sake of time, please keep your answer brief. And how do you predetermine the harm of action against?
We make those estimates all the time. That's the whole
We're going in circles again. If only we had access to the materials.
I need the book Only Real Numbers, The Casualties of Appeasement by Exemplar Kwong. Second edition, not the first.
And I require Archivist Mahler's dissertation on... I'd also caution against borrowing additional titles. The scribes are absolute fusspots when their work goes missing. I'm sure I have no notion of what you're referring to.
Good for him. About time someone...
What my colleague means is Landon Wiley is among our most gifted and dedicated seers. Whatever action, I do hope no one's been hurt, though.
Augustine? Sure. She's got a mind for provocative hypotheticals. Asked a lot more interesting questions than we normally get.
I will add it has been some time since we last saw her. Not since before the schism, in fact. Why do you ask?
Augustine was obsessed with the Rift. She wanted to know all the potential routes the Order might take to deal with it. We explained that the Rift is an aberration of the plan's natural order, corrupting time and space and creating uncertainty. Consequently...
Apologies, but gossip doesn't fall under our purview. Much appreciated.
Alright, definitely do this first. Almost ready to keep this body.
Found another one. Damn it.
Hostile in
I knew there'd be a high probability to be fighting this. I didn't think...
None of that. Remember.
Back out here to the second level, since I haven't actually searched there yet. Yeah, my guess is there's not actually anything up here, but okay. It's worth the look at least. Trying to see if I can sneak through.
Those who do not follow the ground will be eliminated from it.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Look, I know this ain't gonna get to the abbot, but I have complaints that need registering anyhow. This monastery's too big for the staff we've got. And it sure seems like the scienticians and theorists here ain't fixated on keeping neat. I might just be a novice, but at 73 years of age, I have enough self-respect that I shouldn't be picking up another body's libation towels. Still, ain't as bad as it was in Andy's choice.
It's the unknown variable. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Out here than just your numbers.
Nowhere near as interesting as the taxidermied cross-sections displaying their internal organs I made when I was a child.
Keep the Wileys quiet. Eliminate the target.
Back and stand.
Isn't this fancy? Guessing these are the abbot's quarters. Did the abbot take a vow of resplendency?
Double check here. Let me get a little lockpick everything. I'll take that free.
This must be prevented, whatever the cost, or humanity's ascendance will be forestalled by centuries. The stalwart agent arrives. I need more time to finish my work, so I've prepared a choice for you. The hostages in the card press before you will die unless you intervene. If you go through the door on the right, you'll find the means to save them by solving a simple puzzle. Leave through the other door, however, and they will die, screaming in abject terror. But how could you call yourself an Earth Directorate agent if you allowed that to transpire?
I know a stall tactic when I see one. Calls on you, though, dear.
Definitely not. We should be the only ones killing hostages around here.
Like the cut of your jib. Hard way it is.
Praise high probability. Wiley trapped us here. He let some others go, but didn't even give us the chance to surrender.
He's lost his wits. Kept going on about his puzzle in the research room upstairs.
Normally I'd suggest picking the lock on that safe, but it looks to be rigged to that ridiculous puzzle up above.
Unfriendly nearby.
It's a fight! Target analyzed. Lay down fire! To my target! They have a fix on their... Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Seems we've effectively begun their puzzle. Idiots. Look, they obviously meant for this to waste our time. Let's just find a way to kill the hostages so we can move on.
See? Didn't I tell you our friend would be back?
Hurry! Disable the card press machine!
Oh, thank the
Time will tell if that was a good idea.
Not that I was concerned.
Thank you, stranger. We should be okay here for now. Go pay Wiley his just dividends. For all of us.
What did I tell you? All according to the plan.
Yeah. Wiley's plan, which almost killed us.
Time to go turn in this quest.
Stamped onto a test of order aptitude.
The science of how hot objects absorb energy.
God damn it, watch. I think I missed the shortcut. Oh well.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? Wonderful. Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares. You too, huh? Hush. The theory understood, but maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. I see someone has been reading On the Origin of Spreads. It has that mental carceration and the potential unreality of conscious experience adds an interesting dimension to the argument. It's certainly worth exploring. Perhaps later. For now, I feel we should reward our guest with their choice of reward, given the idiosyncratic nature of his conclusion. Armor or weapon? Very well. You can retrieve it from us. We appreciate.
Ho 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 ho.
Star's chronospectral survey was straightforward.
student fails.
That was 100% a shortcut. Alright, let's check out these new guns I just got.
At least it was a clean dissection. Hey, body's not even void at all. I told him he wasn't. Roger always said he wanted his body donated to the Order if it'd help advance the plan. But I'm sure this wasn't what he had in mind.
Batten scanned. Torpificator is charged. Enemy spotted. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Extra sneak attack damage is nice. Boom, there it is. Hell yeah. Okay. Medical, lockpicks. Speech.
Yeah.
Nothing else over here. Double check over here. Couple little things. Here real quick. Looks like nothing. Couple little things.
Yeah. It's a fight.
Sharp enough. Hostile.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Statistical improbabilities are unconcerning. Okay. Sharp, it's a fight.
No need to converse.
Aggressor at hand. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Reacquiring target.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
One side of target. Balancing the equation.
Combatant scan. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Balancing the equation.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
doesn't appreciate a good orrery. Worthless people, that's who.
Yeah!
Boss battle time, so let's make sure I am all ready to go.
I cannot believe Clemens fell for whatever half-baked argument you managed to cobble together. That imbecile. And Svoboda. I thought her more capable. You may have bested my peers, but they were never my equal anyway. And neither are you. You took so long, I was beginning to think my little puzzle actually stumped you. You seem confused. Allow me to delineate on the totality of your failure. Saving, I was able to transmit not only the coordinates for the peace talks, but also the station security protocols, giving Augustine control over its automechanicals. That's preposterous. In a transparent attempt at sowing discord, I haven't the time nor desire to enumerate the failings in your logic. Suffice to say, the Order has been dislocated from its ideals, becoming the opposite of all they espouse. DeVries and I are merely providing a necessary...
All I hear is empty bluster from an amateur schemer whose only success so far is failing loudly at a sloppy plan. This slapdash takeover of yours is graceless and rushed and reeks of ineptitude and desperation. In my day, we did these things with considerable more efficiency and panache.
And who are you, exactly?
Marisol Delgado. Former head intercessor, Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
The endpoint? No. The improbability of you interrupting my plans at this singular moment beggars belief.
Our aims are so similar, I'd almost consider joining you. Had you not proven yourself such bumbling fools, dragging me into your mess. Consider how much uncertainty has been introduced into your equations. Can you have any confidence in your predictions at this point?
What in the Architect's computational summary are you on about? That hopeless, ineffectual, over-reliant waste of workspace? He wouldn't dare. But I am beyond reproach. My talent without peer. What has Joseph ever done for the Order except occupy my valuable time with useless queries? No, this is some kind of deception. It has to be. I could not have missed such obvious machinations. My math is correct. My math is always correct. How could I have failed to recognize such gaps in my predictions? I checked and triple-checked. What more could I have done? Where did I err?
I truly lack the capacity to debate you further. I've already sent Augustine everything she needs. But all our communications are on this terminal. It is yours to peruse. Though I cannot say whether the information will be useful. Obviously, my analytical acumen is not what I'd assumed. All I know is that I was never meant to stop you. Now I must send word to my allies here at the monastery to stand down and notify them of my resignation from the Order. Effective immediately. Fool I was to believe I mattered in the plan's grand scheme. Leave me be. I have no more predictions to offer. Now.
Let me double check here, make sure there's no loot.
I have grown worried. I have not received word from Archivist Clemens in some time, and I imagine you would have relayed any pertinent information by now. I fear this bodes ill. Without him, our only option is a direct assault. A risky proposition, to be sure. The last thing any of us want is for our plan to spiral out of control. And so it falls on you to seize back that control. Use the methods we discussed to take command of the monastery. When it is done, I will send further instruction. You have my trust. See that it is not misplaced. I'm much obliged for your tireless work. With this knowledge of Greater Tranquility Substation and its security codes, our plans for the peace talks can finally be spurred into motion. However, without Archivist Clemens and his explosives at our disposal, we've no choice but to proceed with our contingency plan. A direct assault. Though the codes will allow me control of the automechs on the station, we'd best accept now that more lives may be lost than previously assumed. Yet we must act unflinchingly. To fail now would mean the end of everything.
We should get ourselves to those peace talks post-haste, Commander. Wouldn't want to miss out on any of the mayhem and carnage.
Just the main quest available now.
Agent, over here. It seems the situation here has been resolved, but I don't see Seer Wiley. Were you able to secure his safety? What? No, that can't possibly be true. Landon you must be mistaken. Or maybe his calculations led him astray. Were you able to speak with him? Help him recover his senses? I'm greatly relieved. Did he mention me at all? I'm saddened he felt that way. I'm sure you also think me to blame for all of this. But you have to understand my position. How ill-equipped all in the Order are with the schism and now the war. The Order stands alone for the first time in its storied history. We have no experience with governance. Well, myself especially.
Yes, that little habit's what got you into this mess. Show some gumption. You're the senior highest-ranking scientician here. Stand in front. Command.
Quite right. No time for wallowing. From this point forward, I will lead by example. Or try to. I suppose there really is no other I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your assistance, and you are welcome to collect the experimental weapon inside the observatory, the Oracle. It was Landon's design. Only seems fitting you. May all your future endeavors proceed in...
Toya. Oh yeah, that's a good weapon right there.
I don't know what you're complaining about. We emerged totally unscathed.
I'd estimate I'm 43.11% scathed.
Then increment your bravery index. Goodness, you novices.
We got so many plasma grenades, which is awesome.
Can any of this really be in service to the universal equation, like the Sears claim?
I believe I've done everything here. Time to move out. Alright, time to run to the bathroom. And grab myself more meals. Be back. Right.
We've limited time, Commander.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
If we ain't keen on courting complete chaos, we'll need a plan. A solid one.
Despite my skepticism regarding these peace negotiations, I favor the idea of interrupting your saboteurs' malevolent aims.
I don't trust the Order to do so. They've appeared perpetually wrong-footed since Bassar took office. Perhaps that's part of some strategic long-term plan, but I wouldn't rely on it.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised. In the absence of Victor and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Confirmed. Per the Earth Directorate Manual, a team formed of multiple agents is vital to success, especially during missions where agent attrition is likely to occur.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of our own Phantoms? Good. Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
I wanna go check if I can get that one melee weapon from a while ago. Just in case. Alright, in ray range, there it is. Science or melee, which I have neither. Yeah. Assemble the mural on my ship.
That damn Wiley put us in an impossible situation. I'm glad those hostages can go back to their families. But with that data, she could wreak more havoc than we anticipated. Look, I know the choice is yours on how you want to approach this, but it's my folk in the crosshairs. If something happens to our delegate, I don't know how I'd live with. If there's space by your side, I hope you'll call on me. That's all if we fail to stop DeVries, this will have dire consequences for the war and everything else. So let's not fail.
Got 2 people asking to come with, so even though it's not the ideal team I like to work with. Niles and Edens.
Time to goggle the rift, Commander. More better, you know. Commander, we've got to get to DeVries.
Look, another ship. Doesn't exactly scream official delegation transport to me.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Hey, babe.
That was unfortunate.
What?
I just waited there for like 45 minutes to an hour, and he was like, sorry, I can't make it. My brother can make it around 2. Like, I'm not going to wait another hour and a half, bro.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know who your brother is. I don't know.
This must be the...
Contact him. This feels sketchy.
Yeah.
So.
Must be the satellite that sent an emergency ping across the system. What led me to you, Commander? Well, why is DeVries hanging on to it?
What sort of satellite is new to me?
Ready to lock in.
Is it Earth tech? How did it get out here?
Nothing else here. Cool. Double check. there's a way I could booby trap it up top or something. Alright, let's get on this.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever
We need answers, now. How we extract those answers, I'll leave up to you, Commander. Personally, I'd start with the knees.
You do no such thing. My willpower, and even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast. No, I mean, yes. Stop, but it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path. Is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not one to be trifled with, if I wish to continue drawing breath. Which suddenly seems fine then. I surrender. See this screen? Agent DeVries' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber to... You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her...
Gave up that intel rather easily, didn't they? Let's have a look. For all of the Protectorate's ills, they sure know.
need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
Is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his depth, he and his ilk won't anticipate.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling a galloping redworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the Consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
So, you agree with Sovereign rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
DeVries' team must have gotten to these mechs first. I don't favor fighting on two fronts, but it's not looking like we have another choice.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
After some quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors.
Junior Exemplar Daniels, I am currently practicing logging as a mental calming routine as a measure to waylay my panic. Fact.
Junior Exemplar Ivanov and I have been working to isolate a circuitry inefficiency of 0.03% in the upper reaches of Greater Tranquility Station. The two of us are predisposed to intense focus. We've worked in isolation for weeks before. The others have warned us time and time again to check in regularly for posterity. We should have listened. In our absence, the station was somehow staffed by hostile mechanicals. We managed to capture one and remove the module producing its hostility. Ivanov was supposed to test it on another unit, but I heard an explosion from where he went, and I am too frightened to go after him. I don't know what to do.
Liquidator!
Cannot improve.
Turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a tizzy. Isn't that right?
I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in fair. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally secure your hold. Worrisome. purposes prior to this meeting. Enough goodwill exists between our parties to
This
suggest
unit,
a high
my
chance of
records do not
success
indicate that
should a
any
treaty or
authorized. Searching my
alliance be
records.
agreed upon.
This
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar. Especially when so much has yet to be discussed.
Just reach stuff that I don't have the skill level to get past. For like secret items.
That's a lot of supplies left.
I'm starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got their lamps on us.
Further, infidel. This next shot won't miss.
There are one fewer than before. displaying customs.
There's the elevator. Getting close now.
Hell yeah. Hayden's supposed to be biomass. Let's do that. Go back and try to open that door. See what I can do. So, it's gonna take Tinkerer anyways. At some point I straight up just need to go back through a bunch of old areas and try to do all the extra lockpicking and stuff that I missed. Either that or hopefully this game has a new plus or something so I can come in and just get everything done. Top off before the boss fight.
Fine, fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties should we wish to proceed with a merger, an alliance.
No, we wouldn't want any unseemly quabbles over power. Especially when presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people.
Foresight is nothing without propaganda, and our Minister of Marketing has already won Protectorate hearts and minds. If unification is what you want, ingenuity is what you need.
So you think that your people should rule? I certainly won't.
Law, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have got Law before DeVries goes through with her plan.
Actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed if he couldn't see his right hand was reminding him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's Choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can steal.
Dear Vicar, you are not yourself. Perhaps Auntie and your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests.
Come on, come on. Move, damn you.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions,
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Abara, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Everything. The Order is on the verge of learning how to control the rifts. They just need the right data, and a prototype modulator that's hidden away in a Protectorate lab on Praetor. But like the Protectorate before them, Auntie's Choice must never have access to that technology. Anyone with even half-functioning gray matter knows that you cannot trust a corporation with the kind of power that comes with controlling rifts. The Order should know better. It's as if they've forgotten how we got to this point. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's law, Augustine. You could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. You are focused entirely on the wrong thing. Wars come and go. Civilizations can rebuild. But this manner of destruction is something nothing can come back from. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts. And only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are. How they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now. I'm wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse. Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself. Even if the circumstances for peace are right, surely their envoys' untimely deaths will put fear into them. If I can do anything to put doubt in either faction's mind, I'll do it. You were an Earth Directorate agent once, so you understand the need to be thorough. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet. Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live. Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and
It contains the Rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype Rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the Rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved. That's kind. But there's a reason I only ever worked alone, Commander. I'm at my limit. I know you can save us. And this cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the... Wait, what in the void is that?
Damn! Ain't ever seen a thing like this! We need to move! Now!
Follow me, quick!
Shit! That rift's expanding! Pick up the pace!
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergency supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. The Order of the Ascendant are concerned with the elevation of humanity. While lacking experience in governance, they would be fair partners and open to reasonable solutions. Auntie's Choice has the firepower to more easily succeed in battle and greater experience in management. They would likely be receptive to a free agent such as yourself. Whoever you assist will be better positioned to take control of the archive, and by extension, the entire colony. Careful consideration is warranted. There is also one other, less likely option: persuading the two factions to work together. The delegates you helped save may be able to help facilitate this. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the Astrogator to navigate there at any time.
Commander, word? What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you... What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made? Then why'd you do it? Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. Just hope we don't come to regret us. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so...
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand. Saving Arcadia from the rift. Certainly. I consider quite... Was there more in this vein you wish to discuss? Though her death weighs leaden on my Why? He is of the matriarch. Oh, if I had one wish, where I find them whole. Oh, moreover, she taught her proteges to seek out evidence. An arbiter would never, in any other society, I could see such a scenario as precisely. At least, I believe that's why. Would that I could still ask her. Sneer all you like, but ask, and I shall answer. Who amongst he faces though she retains certain she does her decision to break from the court. Had I anything to fear from her, she would have struck already. I have absolutely no inkling whatsoever why you would choose to bring it as a kind plague. I can only hope she does not see it fit. Verily, idle gossip hardly suits an...
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear. Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. Suppose you can ask. When all is said and done, had a sense you felt some were Inquire away. I may. Oh, consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last... I was tasked to influence. Pivotal. Our department was shuttered, to put it mildly. I'm not hearing a question of our department employ... Oh, corrections can take whatever's on your mind. Presiding Bishop Orlo, for more time passes. I'm not saying never, but I'm hopefully by my hand. I assume that's in my... Yes, this verbal do you now? Let's hear it. Are you satisfied with my performance? I tend to...
Never thought there's what wouldn't happen to be the universe. By the way, what DeVries said about whether anyway. Appreciate how personal are we talking? I want but the Earth Directorate itself, they never responded. Look, no matter how often I'm hit in the face, nor do I. Fine by me.
I must admit to being highly vexed by this kill order situation.
Such as?
Arbiter Agent Ibarra refers this unit is available to answer which member of the incognito. Please review the if under such circumstance. She and Agent Delgado has also multiple warnings have been issued. This unit is
This is Auntie Cleo, offering a warm welcome to all visiting Auntie's Choice employees, affiliates in training, and ethically gray consultants who labor with committing to a son. Always remember...
Heard you learn how to weld, anyway. Some fly-by-night indentured internship.
I'm a self-taught self-start. We worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy, while the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and
These rats are due for Eden. Where are the ones bound for Praetor? Hey, you haven't seen any loose raptidons running around, have you? Sure. You wouldn't happen to be someone well-versed in web... Uh-huh. This here, see...
I hope you were listening to all of those directions, because I wasn't.
artificial needs. At Auntie's Choice, we strive to be 10% wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy.
You go on ahead. I'm shilly-shallying about what to do.
Please have identification. Ah, you're not a transfer or visiting Auntie's Choice employee. I'll need to check your current standing with corporate affairs. Oh, I didn't realize I was talking to such a big wheel. Afraid I still need... Alrighty. Really? Reed, you're clearly a valued partner of Auntie's Choice. But all it requires is allowing us to affix an Auntie's Choice holo advertorial inside your ship, so you can bear our messaging with pride and share it across Arcadia. Good question. There's only one choice. Auntie's Choice. We'll choose for you. Anecdotal feedback from paid experts shows it increases the odds of a ship's crew purchasing Auntie's Choice products by a whopping 11%. Splendid. Enjoy your time on the ACS Undisputed from...
Xenobiological exploitation output is down 80%. Professional hunters to run up acquire and exploit the fauna like it's your life's work. I get it.
This area's recline intake specialist on, so I admire your go-where-I-want attitude.
There's a lot of volatility out there right now. The market hates uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with
Knock off the funny business.
Respected subordinates, spare me no gumption, and I promise we will all thrive. There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods.
You have questions? We have answers. Anything you need to know about this fine location for a minimal price. Like what? Ask away. Well?
But that we can sell you.
Away, stubborn wrinkle.
We are also the only retailers with parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's Choice product is provided free of charge and is not the property of Auntie's Choice. Company has been leading a said parasite exhausts Auntie's Choice of any legal responsibility in perpetuity throughout the galaxy. The story of Auntie Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our age.
Takes all sorts.
Legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each successive generation. Spacer's Choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's Choice devious shenanigans lying down?
Tronicular, arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Client intake.
Since corporatists always look to build things as cheaply as possible, this thing will likely fly off the tracks. all. At least it'll be an interesting ride.
Undisputed Claim is not only our corporate headquarters and flagship, it's the heart of our efforts to spread unbridled self-betterment and free trade across the galaxy. Our flagship also sports a bustling commercial promenade where you'll find a wide assortment of products, wares, and miscellaneous bric-a-brac from all Auntie's Choice departments.
Hey you, soldier with the, arm. Got a delivery for an Inez Silong? That you? I mean, I'm sure it's you.
Yeah.
Hey, just a courier friend. Nothing funny like. A soldier, couldn't tell you. The client paid extra for complete confidentiality, and as a reminder, we don't offer return to sender service. Until next time.
Never thought I'd be able to see the Undisputed Claim in all her glory. Would have been worth every bit, though.
But our Arcadia Grove League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable
Until next time.
than the Protector, its watered-down rip-off. Pitchball, they call it. My, how imagine. What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil, self-determinivist, or hero of meritocracy into Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable disposal program. As an Ida, you will live the life of an evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's Choice, to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage pushing your luck.
What sort of reception do morally gray outsiders receive when they join up with Auntie's Choice? Why, let's take a look.
Welcome, eager go-getter, daredevil, self-determinivist, or hero of meritocracy into Auntie's Choice's esteemed and valuable disposable agent program.
Name a food, any food. The best.
Evocative allegory and thrill-seeking adventurist, and help bring Auntie Cleo's astonishing new conglomerate, Auntie's Choice, to Arcadia. Auntie's Choice delivers the unimaginable every day. So, as our Ida, you may envisage equitable profits, beneficent scheduling, and the best healthcare your bits can buy.
Feeling queasy? Seeing spots? Bleeding from orifices either natural or unnatural? If you have a malady, we have the remedy.
In life to life all across the galaxy.
Report to reception in the head office tower for details on this exciting opportunity.
Oh, hey, think you dropped something?
Yeah,
you dropped something.
Word to the wise. Mind your personal effects, intellectual assets, and major... Plenty of opportunists here.
%, wholly plus artificial. Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's Choice. Attention, any and all new guests on my table.
Unrelated bric-a-brac. Yes, you're unrelated bric-a-brac right here. Debonair
With my latest
drinking it.
report.
Knock off the funny business.
Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary insight acquisition.
Ever miss a limited time off and wonder about how your life would have been?
Toilet. not what I mean when I encourage working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to document...
Step right up for the most... We cure all physical ails. Most at least. No, but the... When you...
You're now a file clerk. Clerk those files. Next is Elise Ripshaw in product development. Remember, Elise, when you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was...
I appreciate your business. You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back to me. Anxiety gnawing at your guts. Good news! Your new role as intake greeting specialist will be far less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet, breathe easy. That's it for this demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs and there won't be a next time. Toodaloo!
Live, love, laugh, purchase.
I'm sorry, but I'm quite busy at the moment. Wait. How terribly rude of me. It's you. You're the one. Improve. I realized that if you avail yourself of my restroom at your leisure, I'll clean up whatever mess you make.
I do enjoy spectating.
It's the burning sensation on everyone's tongue and upper GI tract. The Raptidon bite.
Hey, go-getter. Get your... Look, I'll be direct. We've had our eye on you for some time. Practically, you from the meekest flunky to the most milked. We're working on a brand new... You've got the stuff that can... He'll tell you how we do things.
Imaginative. And don't get me started on their arbitrary rule.
Sorry, here for a recording session? And I'm back.
And Thursday zones? Why even have this?
No autographs, I'm afraid. Not outside of special appearances. Normally I would, but space.
That will put posteriors in the seats. A blood sport without blood sounds like red ink.
Yes? Can I have that? Charmed. Yes, well, dive right in, shall we? To begin, allow me to reset a little. I am.
Any other general questions before we get started?
So, all right, now, first question. How can we best understand those like you? Call next question. How do we best illustrate credibility? Say, through something you... What's an aspirational goal for those who identify with you? Okay, and I should mention we have a little leeway to fine-tune the product offering. Now available in purely chemical form. 100% artificial. What nature nurtured, we improved. The only cyst rind you don't...
I can't... All right.
Calling all unconventional individualists. Everyone watches for your next move. So they can come here.
Was specifically founded to fight what nature inflicts, to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown to consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains one of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread unfettered free
Sorry,
trade
no autographs.
throughout the galaxy.
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization.
Well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive, arrive. Armed with Auntie's choice. Trust your Auntie.
People say Auntie's Choice and Sub Rosa are no different. Talk about naivete. It just got its own distinct brand of...
Lecture employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some bottom-rung relatability. Business is much like tossball, a game of inches and foot goals played with an excess of necessary roughness. And like tossball, there's more than one
Yes,
way
may I
to
help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed, so please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
whistle and that 20-back tackled pileup on the tender in the mid.
Good. Now, please.
I was on the
You're back. You ain't soiling our fine establishment with your presence. Think I made that
Please. There certainly must be a cheaper way inside than giving this.
My, but aren't you? Very well. I'll grant entry for the normal luminary rate.
But I digress.
Excellent.
Just as in tossball, we all need to put on our winner face. Go the extra even zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone. Although it is that too. Sometimes you can't score a body goal without an offsides hump. Play by the rules, or play.
That vent looks to be a viable way to get where we're going.
Certainly you are. Now, step up to the line of scrummage and let's bludgeon the competition. See you at center field.
The story of Auntie Cleo versus the most man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee in each successive generation. Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations.
Why is it that anyone would want to be in this place?
As they tried with us in
Oh, look at this one. See? They're letting in anyone now. Oh, don't we all? If him.
Series against the Spacers chosen.
I'm Jean Turker-Tyler, 6th base person for the Anti-Cleo's Darlings.
Yes, what is it? I'm very busy and I can't spare the time for... Wait a moment. Much has changed since our last encounter. I'm now Deputy Managing Director of Persons Manipulation for all... It's all thanks to you and the information on mental refreshment that you retrieved me. Now even the most stubborn non-consumers can be reoriented, whether or not they desire it. But of course, I hope kidding.
Valued employees, Auntie here to brighten your work.
Everyone has their little hunch about which product lines sell the most, but I say you need to ask the common bottom rung.
Profit forecast time, starting with product development. The more milk and butter of our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling the sizzle of incremental product improvement, sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter over quarter. Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering confidential work in, well, whatever they're working on. Don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for...
When did... How did you get in there? I'm giving your... Now, please. Go. So that I can tend to the actual patrons worthy of entrance into the base choice.
As your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy, cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy.
Where's comestibles? Where's comestibles? We're literally giving them away.
Well, no, not really. But I get results, writ large in black ink on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a profitable day. Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers.
Approaching station.
We skip the frivolously lengthy approval process.
Who do you think's getting this big promotion? From Pop Gun?
Can't tell the difference between cover and concealment? Well, welcome, future Rupee. And don't take it personal now. I've...
to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early...
Knock off the funny business.
Auntie's choice. We understand the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and willing to get to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom...
What can I say? I'm pretty shocking.
The Protectorate or the Order?
All that Protectorate EA saying is downright unnerving. But at least they don't worship numbers or some such.
I never know what either of them are saying half the time.
What you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process.
What a dog. Stereos in the seats. A blood sport without blood. Sounds like red ink to our toss.
Can't tell the difference
From pop
between
guns to self-propelled cannons, I have whatever.
Remember to haggle. Love haggle. I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you at a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest, and as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on greater... What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. In fact, that is some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's Choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the... To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's Choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. Imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's Choice at your back when facing down the Protectorate. And there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the conflict between Auntie's Choice and the Order means less lives lost. Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own, when it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs. Improve their opinion of you. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations. Certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the... What is anyone apart from the function they... But you'll find the best choice in... Wouldn't suffice to say...
Attention, morally gray outsider. Hello, daring self-determinist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious as in Ida. Your assignments will be some of the most decisive. Ida's help explore the wild. Now, if you and
Life that's sweeter with Auntie's Choice. Item, business is good. We have positive bid flow. Our portfolio is diversified, but we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up.
Well, wonderful to meet you. CF Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative except our well, it was those...
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees a daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile...
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Be our eyes.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie.
What?
They've stopped working.
They expressed...
Specifically, they stated...
Marvelous!
Well... Because they've definitely come back... I wouldn't...
Luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
Range of goods for every budget, from the most extravagant to the most refined of customers. We have food and drink for every taste and... You can imagine, plus a few more that you can't imagine, but... can sell you recipes for. We are also the only retailers for parasite-free purple berries.
The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite...
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember, you can't spell heinous ascetic.
And the eating of said parasite absolves anti... Any...
Tranicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station. Commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship it, but because our system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects...
Them wraps all taken care of yet? All good news to me, friend. Anything happens down there is not my responsibility. Here's...
Overbearing neighbors employed. Why wait years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now? As a responsible member of society, we allow you...
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the... Ain't heard from Ortiz in... Might well have been a year at this point. That's how... If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, would you watch the message with me? Suppose I... Or we otherwise part... True.
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. I should have reached out sooner. Whatever you do, Inez, stop them.
Commander, if it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab. Will you help me? Think we keep